Now let us move to the question number 5. Feeding a hungry planet is growing increasingly difficult as climate change and depletion of land and other resources undermine food systems. The UNFAO said, but increasing farm output is hard given the fragility of the natural resource base, since humans have outstripped Earth's carrying capacity in terms of land, water and climatic change. So you have 5 options. Option 1, the number of hungry and malnourished people in the world has risen to levels last seen a decade ago. And option 2, adequately nourishing diets for a variety of reasons. And option 3, population growth requires supplies of more nutritious food at affordable price. Option 4, increasing farm output beyond sustainable levels can cause permanent damage to ecosystems. And option 5, none of these. So what is the stanza trying to convey? So it is about a UN report which explains that how fragile climate has put the food security at risk because of the unsustainable use of land and water has led to depletion of the natural resources, resulting into the security of the food and less yielding farm output. So option D, though being in the context of the given stanza, does not fit in the blank contextually, so can be easily eliminated or omitted. Option C is the most viable answer choice, as it is talking about population growth and to provide the food at affordable price, thus making whole of the stanza meaningful. Hence option C is the correct answer. So now let us move to the next group of questions or batch of questions, that is 6 to 10. So here for each question you have 4 highlighted words. So among the 4 highlighted words, 2 words needs to be interchanged to make the sentence grammatically and contextually correct. So choose the option which mentions the correct interchange to make the stanza grammatically and contextually correct. So question number 6. To read a book is to make a reacquaintance dash not simply of the context, the storyline and the nudge, comma, it is not simply to be drawn into a process of reappraisal and see how it all stacks up now compared to when the book was read ages ago. It is also a characters to imagine that person you were when you first or lost, as the case may be, read the book. So you have options 1 to 4, 2 to 4, 1 to 3, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. So as the condition says that you are given a sentence or a group of sentences with 4 highlighted words. Among the 4 highlighted words, 2 words need to be interchanged to make the sentence grammatically and contextually correct. So from the given question or the information, so what we can understand is the storyline and the nudge doesn't make any sense, but the phrase the storyline and the characters make little bit of sense. So the interchange should be 2 and 4. That means the storyline and the characters instead of nudge. It is also a nudge to imagine. So nudge should go to the 4th place and characters should come to the 2nd place, so that it makes this sentence a meaningful one. Let us move to the question number 7. While most planners and experts recommend diversifying your portfolio, going compromise with it is not a good idea. Over diversification leads to overboard on the returns, since it can take away your ability to invest a substantial amount in good schemes or instruments. So which statement or statements has to be interchanged? So you have words like compromise, then overboard, substantial, and instruments. So among the given options, option A is the correct answer. That is, the phrase recommended overboard your portfolio doesn't make sense, but the phrase recommended diversifying your portfolio to make sense. So the interchange should be between the words 1 and 2 or 2 and 1, and hence option A is the correct answer. That means portfolio going overboard with it is not a good idea. Over diversification leads to a compromise will be the right choice. So overboard should come in the place of compromise and compromise in the place of overboard, so that the statement gets rectified. Now let us move to the question number 8. After all, apart from the high base effect for some companies such as Tata Consultancy Services Limited, the industries needs to contend with their global growth. This double whammy has already hit slowdown at Accenture PLC, which reported results for the quarter ended February late last month. So which word or words has to be interchanged from the given statement? So among the given option, B could be the correct answer. The phrase with a global growth though seems correct, but it is contextually incorrect because the starting phrase of the sentence, apart from the high base effect, conveys the idea that the ending phrase of the sentence should be something which will contradict the starting phrase. Hence, with a global growth should be replaced with a global slowdown. Apart from the high base, global slowdown has already hit growth at Accenture will be the right choice. So option B is the correct answer. 1 has to be replaced with 3. Now let us move to the question number 9. Under open acreage licensing policy, companies are allowed to put in an expression of interest EOI for license of oil and gas in area that is presently not under any production or exploration prospecting. The EOIs can be put in at any time of the year, but they are accumulated twice annually. So what are the words that has to be interchanged from the given statement? The position of the words prospecting and license is wrong. Interchanging the words would make the sentence grammatically correct and contextually meaningful. That means under open acreage licensing policy, companies are allowed to put in an expression of interest for prospecting of oil and gas in the area that is presently not under any production or exploration license. So 1 has to be replaced with 3 and 3 with 1, so that this entire sentence gets its meaning properly. Now let us move to the question number 10. But how do banks figure out which product to offer which customer? Your transaction patterns with a bank gives a lot of offer. For instance, if you are spending repeatedly to buy movie tickets using the net banking facility, the bank is likely to insights you a co-branded credit card that has some related benefits. So from the statement, what we can understand, the presence of the word insights, that is in position 4, and offer, that is at position 2, is making sentence grammatically and contextually incorrect and incoherent. Upon interchanging the words at 4 and 2, we get a grammatically correct and contextually meaningful sentence. That is, but how do banks figure out which product to offer to which customer? Your transaction patterns with your banks give you a lot of insights. For instance, if you are spending repeatedly to buy movie tickets using the net banking facility, the bank is likely to offer you a co-branded credit card that has some related benefits. So by interchanging the words, you will get the correct meaning which is expected out of. Now let us move to the next part, where you have questions 11 to 15, and in each of the question given a phrase or idiom that is given in bold, and 5 options are given below it. You have to choose the option which best describes the meaning of the phrase or the idiom. So question number 11, a backseat driver. So given options: an event that happens infrequently, or a person who has a lot of experience, or an expert of the subject, or a person who manages taxi service, or anyone who offers unwanted advice. So a backseat driver is obviously anyone who offers unwanted advice. Okay, so the right choice is option 5, anyone who offers unwanted advice. Now let us move to the next question. Lion's share. So you have 5 options: share in profits of a company, or the largest part of something, or the smallest part of something, or a lion's prey, or none of the above. So here we can understand that the lion's share is nothing but the largest part of something. That means the share should be higher. Now let us move to the question number 13. Not a spark of decency. You have 5 options: no regret for a mistake, no manners, or no affection towards animals, or no respect towards elders, or none of the above. So not a spark of decency is something which is related to manners. So the right choice will be option 2, that is no manners. Now let us move to question number 14. Wild goose chase. So what is that exactly matching with the word wild goose chase? Is it to search for a wild goose, or to chase one's dreams passionately, or to achieve something with complete dedication, or a foolish and hopeless search for something unattainable, or to do something badly or cheaply? So a wild goose chase is something where we are not going to achieve what we are expecting. So the most appropriate meaning which is available in the 5 options is option 4, a foolish and hopeless search for something which is unattainable. Now let us move to the next one, that is question number 15. To kick the bucket. Is it to die, or to take a bath, or to lose control, or to get angry, or to shout with anger? So here the meaning itself is saying the kick the bucket is to die. So the exact meaning for to kick the bucket is to die.